Be in the know with unlimited access to IBJ and Inside Indiana Business. Our in-depth coverage of all things business means you'll always be completely in the know. Subscribe for just $1 a week. Get started now at ibj.com/trial offer.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Friday, May 8th, 2026. I'm Alex Brown. A U.S. Defense microelectronics workforce development program has become Purdue University's largest ever federally funded effort. The Scalable Asymmetric Lifecycle Engagement Program, or SCALE, has now secured more than $100 million from the U.S. Department of Defense. Dan DeLaurentis is Executive Vice President for Research at Purdue.
We are sometimes measured by the output of our research in ways people can understand, which is on the incoming flow, it's the sponsored research dollars that we get. So when something like this reaches a milestone, a round number like $100 million, that's really a reason to celebrate.
Purdue said the funding will be distributed among the program's 35 partner universities to expand efforts to grow the microelectronics design and manufacturing workforce pipeline. University of St. Francis President Lance Ritchie plans to step down at the end of June. Ritchie has led the Fort Wayne-based university since May 2023 and plans to take a one-year sabbatical before returning as a professor of theology. Meanwhile, the university said Sister Maria Gemma Sallier, who currently serves as Executive Vice President of St. Francis, will take over as president on July 1st. The Ferguson Agency, a Fort Wayne-based marketing communications firm, has announced that Principal John Ferguson has moved from CEO to chairman, while Kyle Martin is being promoted from president to CEO. Martin himself is being succeeded by Kate Varag, who previously served as vice president of earned media and senior account executive. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana, start your engines. Join us from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for our Emmy Award-winning Business at the Brickyard, presented by LiUNA. All month long, we'll bring you exclusive interviews, features, and a behind-the-scenes look at how the business of motorsports and racing drive the Indiana economy. Business at the Brickyard. It's front row access you won't want to miss.
The Trump administration has reached a proposed settlement in an antitrust case against an Indiana data-sharing company for the meatpacking industry that the federal government had accused of helping drive up grocery prices.
Justice Department officials touted the deal in the case initially brought by the Biden administration as a victory in their effort to reclaim competitive prices in the meat industry and lower food costs for Americans. The case targeted AgriStats, a Fort Wayne-based company that collects non-public information from meat processors and shares the data in detailed reports with the industry. The federal government alleged its practices allowed chicken, pork, and turkey processors to inflate prices they charged restaurants, grocery stores, and other buyers who were not allowed access to AgriStats data. Under the proposed settlement, AgriStats would be required to share with U.S. buyers most of the information it collects from processors, the Justice Department said. AgriStats President Eric Schooler said the company was, quote, pleased to put this case with the Department of Justice and 6 states behind us, end quote. The Justice Department is separately investigating potential antitrust violations in the beef processing industry. That followed a request from President Donald Trump to open an investigation into whether foreign-owned meat packers were driving up the prices of beef in the U.S. Abriana Herron, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Florida-based Superior Fence and Rail, a fencing franchise brand under the Empower Brands portfolio, is targeting expansion in the South Bend area through the development of multiple territories across northern Indiana. The company said it plans to expand into communities including South Bend, Mishawaka, Granger, and Elkhart as residential development and home improvement activity continue in the region. The expansion is expected to create local jobs and generate economic activity through operations, supplier partnerships, and workforce investment, but the company did not provide projected job or investment figures. St. Louis-based Bunge North America cut the ribbon Thursday morning on its new $550 million facility in Morristown. Bunge calls it the largest soy protein concentrate plant in North America and the first one built in the United States in more than 40 years. The plant is designed to meet growing demand for plant-based protein and to work with farmers to support sustainable food production practices and improve soil health. That's according to Brian DeVito, DeVille, who leads the company's protein and emulsifier business.
It's really about connecting farmers to consumers, and that's what we do as Bunge. We want to do it in a noticeably better way, and that's meaning better ingredients, more sustainable ingredients.
The Morristown plant will produce food-grade soy protein concentrate and textured soy protein concentrate used in products such as plant-based foods, processed meat, snacks, beverages, pet food, and animal nutrition. Taylor University President Michael Lindsay is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now on the IBJ Media app or your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.